Brown, Director of Bands from Scotlandville, for bringing out the Scotlandville Hornet Band. Thank you, guys. And of course, we want to welcome everybody for coming out to the MOVEBR road program, Elm Grove Garden Sidewalk Project, groundbreaking. As you can see, we've got beautiful new sidewalks on both sides of the street with some drainage. And I had a chance to talk to one of the residents, Mr. Smith, and he says he walks from Rosenwald to Blunt every day, and he's grateful for those sidewalks. So thank you, Mayor. Of course, this is part of Mayor Broome's vision for a MOVEBR road program to get EBR Parish moving. Over 100 projects all over the parish, and this is just one of them. So another great thing is the school kids. As you can see, Ryan Elementary, the Head Start program. If they want to walk to school, they can walk safely on sidewalks as opposed to in the street or in ditches. So without any further ado, we want to bring up Mayor Sharon Weston Broome so she can talk about her vision and the MOVEBR road program. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd. This is certainly a wonderful, wonderful day. I wanted to see firsthand how the sidewalks and the drainage look, and I am thoroughly impressed. And this is just one of many projects that we will see evolve over the years. And one of the best testimonials is to hear from the citizens who live here the impact that it is having on their lives. So thank you, Mr. Smith, for sharing that. I also want to thank Councilwoman Shauna Banks for helping to champion this project, Ryan Elementary Principal Shanelle Fernandez, and Vernadine Mabry, who is the Director of Department of Human Development and Services that oversees our Head Start program. Also, let's give it up for the Scotlandville Magnet High Band. Thank you all for joining us, and our dancers as well. I'm inspired. And thank you to our school board member, Carla Powell, who is here today.
Right here.
Oh, our school board member, Carla Powell, and I'm just seeing if we have any other school board members here, but thank you to everybody who is participating today. You know, one of the top priorities of our MOVEBR program is to improve safety when we improve our streets. This is especially important when we have projects around schools and libraries and community centers where our children walk. The Elm Grove Garden Drive Sidewalks project is one of our community enhancement projects. Some would try to minimize these enhancement projects, but they are just as valuable as any road project that we're doing. I can't tell you how many times I hear from citizens who want sidewalks. And so we have accomplished several goals for this neighborhood. When we put together the MOVEBR program, in addition to addressing our capacity needs, I wanted to improve the quality of many of our neighborhoods where sidewalks were badly needed, where drainage was a problem, and where we had schools and community centers but no connectivity to safety to get there. This project was designed to make an existing street better and serve this community in a safe manner. The Elm Grove Garden Sidewalk project improves safety, pedestrian mobility, and connectivity to Ryan Elementary, the Scotlandville Middle, Scotlandville High School campuses, and the Progress Road Head Start program, as well as the Jewel Newman Community Center. This project includes new ADA compliant sidewalks and curb ramps, striped crosswalks at intersections, and also accommodates bus stops along the route. And it's built with a special kind of concrete that we're using throughout the parish to help with drainage. And you'll hear more about that in a minute. This is a great day for our district, for the teachers, parents, and students, and of course our neighborhood schools, and basically anybody who lives in this area, because now it will be easier for people of all ages and all abilities to get where they want. Before we cut the ribbon, I also want to recognize our Justice of the Peace, who is here as well today. Thank you so much, Tracy Baptiste. And also, I'm going to ask Fred Raiford, the Director of Transportation and Development, to tell us a little bit more about this project. Fred?
Thank you, Mayor. I don't think you could pick a better day than today. I don't know who called the weather in, but they did a fantastic job, that's for sure. And I do appreciate the band and the dancers and everybody showing up. It kind of gets you in the mood to say, once we start running on the sidewalk, we'll let y'all dance at the same time. I would just say, number one, this is one of our largest sidewalk projects that we have at this point. And the reason for that, it's about $3.7 million. And the reason for that is to put accountability for safety projects, as the mayor's mentioned about sidewalk, but the big issue also was in here was drainage, which we were able to handle, but it actually closed in these areas where you can have these assets that we have here today that can be addressed and have the community walk safely in their roadways. I know I've been here 37 years. I've seen the street when it was a ditch and I saw kids walking in the ditch or on the edge of the roadway. Unsafe, not acceptable at all, and that's part of the reason we're here today. We made these improvements to do what needed to be done to address the safety from a pedestrian standpoint, but just average people who want to walk from one place to another, they have that capability of doing that. That is a very, very big plus. As the mayor mentioned, it is all ADA compliant. That is important, particularly at the intersection, so anybody that may have a disability and wants to still walk and do the things, they have the capability or the assets there to be able to address that. The mayor mentioned about the crosswalks. You know, it's one thing to walk on one side of the street, but when you get to the other side of the street, you got to have, safety aspects, and we do have the beacon flashing light there at this location and also the flashing light at this intersection. One thing I will mention is about the sidewalk issues. There have been a lot of people that say, well, why is it so rough? Well, it's there for a purpose. It's called pervious concrete. It does help us with facilitating water quality and water quantity. That when water does get in it, it holds the water for a certain period of time to allow the system to catch up, the existing where water can drain out, and then it will ultimately drain out through the proper sources that need to be done. It's a new process here in Baton Rouge, but it's going to be one that we're going to look at on all our projects because it is important, but it also helps water quality, which is a big issue for us, and lots of people are worried about water quantity, and it does help minimize those issues. The last thing I would just mention, like I said, the ditch has been piped in on both sides. And, it needed to be done because there's access to both locations. The connectivity that what you have at Roosevelt, where you can go all the way down to Fairchild, is ideal for this whole area. So if you want to walk, or if you live in an area, you want to get to school, do what you need to do, these improvements will certainly have that asset for us to do. My last comment I want to say is that I hope principals and teachers and the students are happy with what we've done here. I haven't had any complaints, and normally I would if there's something wasn't right. But I would just say that I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a big asset for the community, and we look forward to doing more and more projects like this throughout the parish. And according to Miss Shauna Banks, while she may not be here, but she's put in a bunch of more projects to get done, and certainly we're going to make sure we look at trying to get those completed in a timely fashion also. That's it, Mayor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Fred. All right, I wanted to recognize Scotlandville Principal Paul Jackson. Paul, thanks for coming out. Next, we'll hear from Councilwoman Shauna Banks, District 2 Councilwoman Shauna Banks.
Whoa. Thank y'all so much. I can tell you this has been one of the first projects that I put in for the mayor 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I put in for Elm Grove because they have a call for projects. So Elm Grove Garden Drive was one because if you all recall that the sidewalks on from Rosenwald or Fairchild was there, but nothing on this side. But the other thing is we put in for Central Road. So that was put in about 2 years ago to complete the connectivity. Now, anybody that works in City-Parish could tell you that I want things now. This is not a now project. This project, I literally saw them having to do so much underground maintenance before they can even pour concrete. And so it gave me a new appreciation for what goes into, because a sidewalk to me is you just pour the concrete, rebar, pour it. But as Fred indicated, the pipes that were laid, then you find things that you didn't intend or you didn't know, and then they have to go back or they have to extend it. But I also want to say how wonderful this is, because they've spoke to connectivity. And now I understand once again and appreciate connectivity, because not only on Elm Grove, we have 2 elementary schools, J.K. Haynes and here Ryan Elementary. We have Progress, we have churches. We have Carla Powell House down the street, Carla Powell Lewis, and the Jewel J. Newman Community Center. And during the pandemic and the flood, people, of course, had to walk to the community center to get the medical care, to get the food, to get the utilities done. And just as Fred indicated, they were walking either on the side of the road or in the ditch. And cars fly, so that was always dangerous. As they talked about Mr. Smith, I think about Mr. Smith actually would walk from his house during the flood to the center with a big pot of red beans that his wife cooked for the shelter. And if you think Mr. Smith is little, you ought to see his dog. Mm-hmm. He walks his dog. But I just want to thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Fred. Mr. Winfield, who's W.T. Winfield, was one of the subs on the project. I know I'm missing a lot of people, but I just want to thank you all. Scotlandville, Magna High School, my friend Paul Jackson, Miss Mabry, everybody. Thank y'all so much. This has meant, and this means so much, and it is what a project, when you talk about generations to come, this will serve generations to come. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Councilwoman Banks, and you can thank Councilwoman Banks for Jonas and the Scotlandville Band. That was her little touch. Thank you, ma'am. Next up, we'll hear from Miss Shanelle Fernandez, the principal from Ryan Elementary. Got you a crowd.
How about my cheering squad with me? Well, good afternoon, everybody. I am Shanelle Fernandez, the proud principal of Ryan Elementary, and I thank you all for coming out today. I thank you, Ms. Banks, for reaching out to us and having us to be a part of this event. We have been along the way with this project, and it has been had a great impact on us, and so we thank you for providing a place and a safe place for our students to walk safely to and from school, and for our community to be impacted in a very vibrant way. So thank you all for coming. Welcome to Ryan Elementary.
Thank you, Ms. Fernandez. Next up, we'll have Ms. Vernadine Mabry, Director of Department of Human Development and Services, as well as the Head Start program. Ms. Mabry.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, sorry, that kind of caught me off guard, but I'm ready. What a great day for our community, right? Sidewalks are important to everybody, not just to get to school, but just to do some of the normal things that we do going back and forth. So this is a great day for our community. I know Councilwoman Sharon Banks is excited. I know the mayor is elated. And our Head Start program, we're here. We're excited. And where are my Head Start kids? We don't have no pom-poms, but we here. I'm hollering for him. Great job. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Ms. Mabry. Next up, we're going to have Ms. Carla Powell Lewis, East Baton Rouge School Board member for the district.
Okay, always be prepared. I think that this is truly exciting that we now have these sidewalks. I have monitored the process from, I want to say, day one, just excited. Because I remember growing up, not only then, but even as a younger adult, choosing that we would need to go to a fitness center or what have you to walk or to exercise because there are no walkways. And then at the same time, as I heard a gentleman mention before, I believe that was Mr. Raiford that mentioned also, I remember the children playing in the ditches and pulling out crawfish and all kinds of things. And so, of course, I would think that that is so unsafe. But I am super excited, and thank you to our city. Thank you to Councilwoman Banks. Thank you to Mayor Broome for allowing this to be here. This will be here for years to come. And I think that this transitions our area and our community to a new level, allowing us to enjoy the sunlight even more, being able to participate in fitness activities, being able to get from point A to point B in the case that we need to commute on foot, and then also just inviting our kids out. I hope that this will make more of our kids and more of our parents excited about our children going to school in their own communities. So thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Ms. Powell Lewis. All right, now what we came for, the ribbon cutting. Mayor?
3, 2, 1. Good job.